the world. There is much the same to the points from distance. 12 and a total, of 31.
Something's telling me they're not going to be very far up the leaderboard.
Well, let's have a look at the aforementioned leaderboard anyway. Leaderboard's coming up any second now. There we are.
They're in
8th position. The Intercontinental Ballistic Morons, 31 points.
So, representing the Midlands region there, Jeremy, Mo, Will and Tom. It says here, actually on the notes, the team captain, Jeremy, is approximately 35 hours rather, away from his pilot's licence, although, judging by that performance, it would seem that he's perhaps further away than he thinks.
He went a lot further than his actual craft, didn't he? He travelled a lot further than the bus. I think the bus is the amount of, is the one that got measured in distance. As a key one.
I'm Pete. I'm Paul. I'm Chris. And we are Glad Winners.
Okay, so here are the Glad Winners. Final preparations getting made. Do you mind if I talk to you whilst preparing, sir?
No, that's fine.
A lot of people are saying you're with a very, very good chance of winning this today. Just how much of a chance have you got?
We didn't spend all this time not to win.
So how much time did you actually spend on it?
Quite a few months. That's the team captain, if you want to have a quick word with him.
Well, it would be churlish not to, and I get the impression that you don't know much about this, as you should do, so you put me over to the team captain. Yes, he has. Team captain, anything else that needs to be said at this moment in time?
No, really, we've got a nice strong headwind, so it should be alright. Yeah.
It's true to say that you have come here to win. You haven't come here just to make up the numbers.
We've got to design something that could win, and if we get it right, it's so interested to see what it will do.
And finally, do you have a message for your legions of fans, and of course the family?
Just thank you for everybody that helped out, especially friend Tom Bright, who can be here today.
I absolutely concur. Chaps, let's see your performance.
Watch me with him. Watch the way we drop it in a mix styling. Rise and amplifying when we coming with this swing.
Here we go then, show your appreciation for the much fancied Glad Winners as they prepare to take flight.
Get in the water. Don't be a Jesse, you're not an enemy. Don't leave your mate there looking like a pee-pee. Like a pee-pee.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was a message used by the power of the raga music genre, made famous mostly by Shabba Ranks, although Bitty McLean did have a good shot at it.
Can we have a look at a replay, because that looks devastating.
Well, it looked like an unmitigated disaster as far as the wings went, but let's have a look at it in slow motion. There we go, looking good, and good trajectory at that moment in time.
Yeah,
and then
they were getting up some meters there.
The wings
they
just
were going the distance.
I mean, the lads spent a lot of money on a little model as well to get all their angles right. You've got to say that's wasted. They should have gone down to the pub and then be segued into a club night as well with that money spent.
I think they're going to be devastated.
Oh, they don't look happy. They don't look happy now, but who would? Oh, so they were one of the main contenders.
Main contenders. I think second favourite. And they were so hard and so long on that plane.
Oh, you'd really be gutted if you were there.
You would have been a bit peed off, I think.
Thankfully, we're not.
Should we look at the scores?
Oh, I think we should.
Creativity first. Let's have a look what they got.
12. We've seen better. We've seen a lot worse, though. Let's go over now to the judges for their scores.
Right, Jodie. Nice one. 3 from Tim. Carrie's given a 4. Craig? 3.
They're not bad. They're not bad.
In the middle.
They're not bad scores. Gladwinners shouldn't be too desperate at the moment, but now's the big one. The
distance has got to be good on this, I think.
Oh, you would think so. And the score for distance is 35.
Total points? 62.
Total 62.
Woo! I think, Dougie, they may have gone to the top of the leaderboard.
Well, let's have a damn look at the leaderboard, shall we? They are first. Gladwinners with 62. They were confident, and why not? They're at the top. Gladwinners, 62 points.
I think booing the judges obviously worked because it made them a little bit more generous. That was a very aerodynamic craft that they flew in. If only they'd remembered the sellotape, they might have stayed together.
In the words of Danny Baker, who said before, what would you have changed given your chance again? Because we were told that the Gladwinners were toply tipped. Toply tipped is that the phrase? Toply tipped, I think is the phrase. To do big things here. I think they'll be a little bit disappointed with it, but I have to say, I was blown away by the first bit with that bird thing in the performance. I thought was fantastic. Can we have a quick look at the bird who started off the whole performance for the Gladwinners? It's very special indeed. Anytime now.
Or should we talk to the next team whilst we just wait for that? Let's talk to the next team.
Oh, here we go. Right. Look at this. I think this is fantastic.
If they'd actually designed their craft the same way as they designed that thing, they'd have still been soaring out over all the pedalos.
Now, I think over by the water's edge once again, with the team coming back into safety on the jetty. Mr. Danny Baker, how are they looking?
Going to get into us, taking longer to get to us the actual flight. As you say, these were a very confident team. How confident were they? They actually packed an in-flight movie. And yet, after 10 seconds, it was all over. As people on proper news programs say, I can hear myself come back. I now know what the public suffer. Okay, how'd you get, fellas?
Well, you don't look well. That's a long way down.
Is it? No fooling. Now, you were a really professional looking craft. It didn't really go that far. That big "We Will Rock You" clapping bit in the middle. Yeah. Did you bank on that?
No, not so.
Who do you blame? Who do you want to fire? I do apologise, health and safety. Man overboard again.
Your team 13.
We thought we was team 14, but someone's obviously lied to us.
I think, do you know what I think it was? I think somebody actually from the running order had to drop out last night. So hence you have taken the 13th spot. Hopefully not unlucky for you. Who is the pilot?
Tattoo there, and there's an Arsenal tattoo just above that lad's nipple there. So if you're an Arsenal fan, you're going to want this lot to win. If you're a Spurs fan, you probably want them to just tip off the end and go head first into the Serpentine. We can go back. As a Manchester United fan.
Legs. What's that all about?
I have no idea.
Let's have a look at them. Get them out. I'm not being rude, but they look like women's legs. It's good. I do have quite big legs actually, so we could switch maybe, and then it might work out. Right, the last team that went broke. The machine broke. How do you think you're going to do?
Much better than them. They all looked a bit rubbish before, so we're feeling confident. Right, boys?
All confident?
Yeah, definitely. So we're confident.
Yeah? Big team. Come on, let's see a performance.
The noise coming from the North Bank and indeed the South Bank. But let's remember, the people who actually live in the West Bank